What's up everyone, Digital Image here, and in this video I'm going to unbox my new Sony FE 90mm f2.8 macro lens, and of course it is for the full frame E-mount cameras such as my Sony A7RII Mark II. And let's open the box and let's see what are the contents. And the first thing you will find is the warranty card, and then a lot of documentation in different languages as you can see here. And in addition to that, you will find the warranty information for US only, and also as well as the Europe. So now let's find out and open the real deal over here. And this is why everybody is over here. And you can see the box actually contains three main things. First one is the pouch, then the lens hood, and then the lens itself with the both front and the back caps. And this is how the lens hood looks like, and actually it feels a little bit cheap to me, and I don't think it will last that long. Feels like made out of pretty cheap and tacky plastic. Let's have the closer look at the lens, and thankfully the lens itself is made out of pretty nice materials, unlike the lens hood. And although this is mainly plastic, but it is pretty high quality plastic and feels very solidly built, and I think it can take a little bit of beating. And this is the manual and the autofocus clutch switch, and this is made out of metal, I believe. And this is the focusing ring, and thankfully the focus is pretty long, the focus throw. And when you have this manual and auto clutch switch into manual, it will also rotate with the focus ring. This particular switch is the focus hold switch. Once you have focus, you can keep this button pressed to hold the focus in place. And then you have the focus limiter switch. It has three stages, one for the macro, one for the regular, and one for the full. And you have the optical image stabilization on and off switch. So it has all the ingredients of the good macro lens. And of course it is for E-mount cameras, and the filter thread is 62mm, and the closest focus is 0.28 meter or 0.92 feet. And that's how the front element looks like, and a lovely gorgeous piece of glass. And that's how the back element looks like, along with the connection pins that you can see on your screen. So let's quickly mount this lens on the Sony A7RII, and this is how the camera looks like after you mount this lens on Sony A7RII. And for the sake of comparison, this is the 55mm f1.8 lens along with the 90mm lens. As you can see, the lens is pretty big. Personally, I don't mind the size as long as the lens is pretty awesome and sharp. Let's check out the focusing speed. And right now the focusing limiter switch is on the full settings, so you can see the focus is little bit sluggish. The reason why it is sluggish is it has to travel a long way to find the focus. One way to quickly improve the focusing speed is to switch into the macro mode, since I am pretty close to the subject. And as you can see now, the speed is much better than before. For portraits, you need to put this switch in the middle, that is 0.5 meter to infinity. You can also use the autofocus in the full mode as well, but it will be a little bit slow. So let's look at some of the quick and dirty samples that I have actually took using this lens right away when I actually first unboxed it, and I actually didn't use any artificial lighting, and I took these shots inside my home. The lighting was not that great, so all these shots are at ISO 6400 and you can check out the photos yourself. Keep in mind, this is not a review, rather this is just a unboxing, and I'm just giving you few sample photos just to give you the feel that how the photos looks like coming out of this lens. And that's how the background blur or the bokeh looks like when you are focusing on the subject, which is at the closest focusing distance. The lens is actually very sharp. Even you can see the ISO 6400 photos looks pretty nice. I have taken the shot of this coin handheld, and not a bad shot actually for a handheld photo. And then I switched to the tripod, and actually I didn't add much artificial lighting, just a small LED light actually I put on top of that coin just to get a couple of shots and to give you some idea. The first shot is at f2.8, this next shot is at f4, and this particular one is at f5.6, and this last one is at f8. Although I added a little bit more light in the scene, but since I have increased the f number, so still the ISO is 6400, and for ISO 6400 these shots are actually very nice. In the full review of this lens on Sony A7RII, actually I will use proper lighting and I will show you the better photos. So guys, I hope that you have liked the video, and if you have liked it, make sure you press the thumbs up button at the bottom of this video, and take care. See you. Bye.